Hello everyone. My name is Amanda Waldhart and you are here with amandasinspirationstation.com. Today is Wednesday, May 26th. So this is your weekly Wednesday project. And we are going to use the Biggest Wish stamp set. And I thought to myself, Biggest Wish, I love the fonts. I love this stamp set. It's simple, but it's awesome. So when I saw this big Kit Kat, I thought, well, how cute is this? I'm going to create a little birthday treat box. And then it got me thinking. My daughters, I have two daughters. Greenlee is 14, almost 15. And my other daughter, Ellie, is 11. And they both love giving their friends little gifts that have like candy. Like they do candy in a card. That's what they give their friends' birthday for their birthdays. So I'm like, well, how cute would this be if I did a box? This is the candy, and I added a card. So this is what I came up with. I'm super excited to share this with you guys because I love this project. It was so fun to make and it was cute. So this is a box with a card already attached to it. So you already have the card and the candy. So what I did is I made it as a belly band. So you can fill out the card and then you can give your the box. What I thought was cute about this too is that, I mean, this could be for... Yes, I had my daughter's friends in mind, but how cute is this to give your friend, your coworker, your family, whatever? And then I thought, well, let's take it a step further. So inside the box, of course, is the Kit Kat, because you got to put the Kit Kat in there, or whatever treats you want. But in the lid, I have a spot for you to put a gift card. So I'm calling this the 3-in-1 box. It is the gift card, the treat, and the card. It's 3-in-1. It's perfect. And then you have your little gift card. Okay, so let's get started with this. Normally on weekly Wednesdays, I usually make 2 projects. But this week I do just have the one because it's a 3-in-1. So to me, you're getting 3. We're going to make the card, we're going to make the box, and we're going to make the gift card holder inside. Okay, so let's get started because this is a super fun project. All right, you are going to need a piece of cardstock. Now, I used Poppy Parade because I loved this paper. This paper is part of the Hostess Rewards in its pattern party or party pattern. I can't remember which one it's called, and my dyslexia probably popped in. But when I see these bright, gorgeous colors, this to me screams birthday. Screams birthday. So I was like, all right, so we're going to use Poppy Parade. Now, you are going to need your piece to measure at 7 3/4 by 7 3/4. Okay. We're going to get out our Simply Score tool. Doesn't matter what side you start on. Like sometimes you start on the landscape side and then turn it to portrait side. But because this measures at 7 3/4 on both sides, it doesn't matter what you started on. So on one side, you are going to score this at 3/4. So we're going to go to 3/4. And then you're going to score it at 7. Okay. We're going to turn it. We're going to score it at 3/4 again. And then we're going to score it at 3 1/2. We're going to score it at 4 1/4. And then we're going to score it again at 7. That's it. That is it. This is going to be your box. Okay. So we are going to varnish in our score lines using our bone folder. And this box is honestly, it is relatively pretty simple. I will have a link below. If you're watching this on YouTube, there is a link below that'll take you right to my project sheet. So I will have a free printable project sheet on this. And you can print that. It will give you the colored pictures. It will give you the supply list, and it'll give you the measurements. Okay. All right. And if you are watching me on YouTube, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. All right. So let's go ahead and let's go on the sides here, because we're going to cut on all 4 of the score lines. Okay. Now, when we cut on the score lines, I do want to do like just some little darts here, just like that, because it is easier to put your box together if you do little darts. Now, because this is the same on both sides, it doesn't matter which one is because your box is going to go like this. So it doesn't matter if this side is your top or if this side is your top. That doesn't matter. Just pick one. I'm going to pick this side here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this completely off. We do not need this little square here where the top tab is going to go. Okay. Now I do angle like this. We're going to angle. This will help your box close easier. And then we're going to turn it on the side here, and we're going to do the same thing that we just did. We're going to cut on our score lines, giving ourselves that little dart. And just like that. All right. Now, I'm going to do a little better dart on this side. There we go. All right, so I've chosen this to be my top here. So before we put this together, these are going to be my flaps that are going to go inside the box. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to angle them a little bit just like this. The reason why is, again, it just helps the box to close. So we're just going to do that. Just like that. All right, so now we have that. Let me get rid of my little mess here. Okay, so now we could do 2 things. We could put our box together first and then put our designer series paper on, or we could put our designer series paper on first. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to flip it over. I'm going to do it first just because I find sometimes that's easier. So we know that this is our top of our box because we have our flaps all at an angle. So we're going to go ahead and put our designer series paper here. Now this piece here measures at 2.5 by 6. So we're just going to go ahead and get some adhesive on there, and we're just going to place that right in the center, just like that. Okay. Now these are our tabs that tuck in. We won't do that. We won't do the bottom of the box, but we are going to do the side here. So we want the front side here. We're gonna do the back side. So we have 2 long ones. These ones measure at 1/2 inch by 6. So we're just gonna go ahead and I normally use my multi glue, but I did not have that ready or prepared. So I have no idea where it's at. So we're going to go ahead and place that there. We're going to go ahead and place that there. Now we do have the sides of the box, so we have 2 more pieces here, and these pieces measure at 1/2 inch, just like these ones do, only 1/2 inch by 2.5. Okay, I'm having some issues with my Stampin' Seal right now. There we go. Sometimes it just needs to get going. There we go, and there we go. Oops. There. All right. So now if you have kind of gathered how this is going to go, our tabs are going to go on the inside here, and we're going to bring this little wall up. So we're going to bring our little tabs in here just like this, and then this is going to come down like this. So we do want, you know what, I'm going to find my glue. I'm going to need my glue. And look at this, I just bought a new one. So I was getting to that point where I had like tons of them in my drawer, but none of them really had anything in it or wasn't coming out. Oh, there we go. And now this is coming out. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna put a little there, which is kind of a lot because I just opened it and I probably, and we wanna do dot, dot, not a lot. Did you guys ever have a teacher that said that? I say that a lot on here because that teacher like embedded that in my head. Dot, dot, not a lot. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring up our one wall here and our second wall here. And what we're gonna do is we're going to pinch this just like this and do the same thing on this side. So I'm just giving them 2 little pinches here and I'm just gonna wait a second. Okay, I'm gonna flip it around and I'm gonna do the same thing. Hopefully on camera you can see this. I'm going to give that a pinch and give that a pinch. All right, so I'm giving them both little pinches like that. All right, so now in theory, we will put our big Kit Kat in there and then we will just tuck this down like this. Ta-da! Isn't that cute? Look at it. You have all sides decorated, the top decorated, and then we leave the bottom. But now we do need to put our little spot in for our gift card. Now, if you don't want to do a gift card, because this is for like your child's friend and you're just doing it, or maybe a coworker, you could leave the gift card part out. You don't have to do the gift card part. But the gift card part is just fun. So you're going to need another piece of cardstock, and I just used the regular same cardstock that I used for the base of the box, and this measures at 2.5 by 4.5. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my tear and tape on it first around the edge of all 3 sides. That way it helps me with centering my punch. Now you can do whatever punch you want. Normally I do circle punches to do my little opening, but I thought, you know what, this little label punch is cute and I'm gonna use that. All right, so now that I have that, I'm gonna get out my punch here and I'm gonna flip this over and I'm going to go up to the center part where it's the circle here. And I'm just going to kind of center it as best I can. And I'm just gonna punch. Okay, and there's that. Now, I don't know if you guys do this, but I do. I do this for videos and stuff. Every time I have like old gift cards, I just have them in a drawer and I set them aside and I save them. So that when I do these projects, you get the full effect of what a gift card would look like in it. All right, so I'm just gonna peel those off. And then I'm literally just gonna line this up to the bottom here and I'm going to center it. And then I'm just gonna do that. Now, I probably could have done another strip of the this really pretty designer series paper right here. In fact, now that I say that, I think I will go back and do that because I just thought of it just now. But you don't have to. It's totally cute the way it is too. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna tuck in my box because now we have the card to do and the belly band. So there's that. All right, so the belly band here measures at 1.5 by 7 3/4, which is the same size that this is when you're cutting your box. And then I have another piece of cardstock here. So in reality, you can get both of these and your box piece out of one sheet of cardstock, okay? This here is 3 by 6 and it's scored at 3. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that, varnishing our lime. I have 2 pieces. I have one piece of white for the inside, and then I have the designer series for the outside. Both of these measure at 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to let's put our card together. We're going to place that right in the center, and then we'll place this one right on the outside. Just like that. Okay, so we have that. And then we have this white piece that's from a die. This is from Stitched So Sweetly. Just realized that I have my grid paper upside down. Yeah, it works. Okay, so now we need to get this Biggest Wish stamp. So we're going to get Mango Melody because I'm going to stamp the birthday part in that. So I'm going to get that. And you know what? Because this is a little bit bigger of a photopolymer, I am going to grab my piercing mat because I want to make sure that the image is good. You can always use your Stamparatus too if you wanted to do that. But I'm going to go up a little bit higher and I'm going to stamp. There we go. Voila, perfect. And then we're going to get out Bermuda Bay. And we're going to stamp the happy. And we're not going to stamp it upside down. All right, so. And I'm going to overlap it. Not by much, but I am going to overlap it. Just like that. Okay. Now I took it a little step further, and I'm doing this technique with our sponge dauber. I call it flicking. It actually is one of the very first techniques I ever learned. I don't know. I would love to hear what your first technique was that you learned. Mine was definitely this. And at the time when I was shown it, we did not do the daubers. We had the sponges, and that's how I learned. But see that we're just flicking. We're just flicking around the edges. And we're just giving it a little extra color. This is great too, like if you're doing a card and you want to be a little more antiqued, you can, this technique is really cool for that. All right, so we're just going to flick, flick, flick. All right. Cute. I like it. Okay, so now I'm going to get out my dimensionals here. And I'm going to, I don't want to put it on the edge here because this is actually going to overhang. So I don't want dimensionals on the edges of that. So we're just going to do the 4 in the center here. And I am just going to center this just like this, like that. And then I have these new Silver and Clear Epoxy Essentials. So we're going to use them. And let's see here. Which one did I use? I used the diamonds. The diamond shape ones. I thought those were kind of cute. And I'm just going to put them, excuse me. I'm just going to put them in the corners here. There we go. See, they come in silver and then they come in the clear. I used the silver. All right, so let's go ahead and place that. So there's our card. So now we have our box done. We have our card done. But now we got to do our belly band. Now, do you notice I did not score the belly band? And I'm not going to score the belly band. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a piece of tear and tape. And I'm literally going to place it on the edge of one of the sides here. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the tear and tape on the front side, just like this. And I'm basically going to just kind of wrap this around. So I'm just going to wrap it like this and wrap it like that. I want it to be loose. I don't want it to be tight because we want to be able to slide it on and off. Sometimes they get a little too snug and then we can't slide them. All right, so there's that. Let's see, did I make it too tight? Nope. So it slides pretty good. Okay. So now we want to do the ribbon because we got to have a bow on our birthday package. So the ribbon that I chose was this white ribbon that I absolutely love. It comes in the Flowers for Every Season combo pack. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay a long piece out like this, and I'm just going to kind of lay this in the front here. And I'm going to bring this up. And I would say I'm going to bring it up a good 5, maybe 6 inches above the present here. And I'm just going to snip it. Because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this treat on the side. And I'm going to, well, tie a bow at the top, okay? And I want it to be big enough to have, you know, a nice size bow. If you want your bow to be bigger, you can make it bigger. Just, you know, make it maybe 8 inches on the top. There. There's our bow, okay? Cute. And now we just need to attach our card on. So I am going to attach the card on using dimensionals. And we'll just kind of do 4 of them. Do we probably need to do 4? Probably not, but I love dimensionals, so there's that. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and we're going to place our card on there like that. There you go. You have a 3-in-1 birthday box. Now you can make this not birthday. You can make this, you know, whatever gift you want, a thinking of you gift, thought of you today, a thank you gift. Here you have your card to write your little sentiment in. You have the bow for the package. You slide off the belly band and then, oops, I had it on backwards. Then you open up your box and you have a treat and a gift card. Oh, I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this project today for this week's Weekly Wednesday. I do projects every Wednesday. Usually I do 2. I just said do twice. That's funny. I feel like Wreck-It Ralph right now where she says, you said do twice. Or Double Stripes or whatever that movie was. I just remember. Anyway, moving on. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's so cute. I love how it turned out. Oh, look, you definitely can tell that I inked this. And if you like it better, lighter, you could always stamp off first and then maybe stamp on. Or maybe not ink your ink pad right away, but super cute. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed this project. Remember, go ahead and head over to my blog and you can print the project sheet that has all the measurements. Okay? You guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.